As a registered dietitian nutritionist, I understand the importance of good nutrition in these kids. And my goal has always been to provide students ready to learn to the teachers by providing them the best nutrition that they can have. When we were following on the news that COVID-19 was hitting, we kind of knew that sooner or later the school systems were going to have to shut down. And so my staff and I started getting together and we said, okay, we're going to have to start feeding on our buses. What are we going to need to do that? So we immediately bought 250 coolers. We went to Sam's and bought them out of sanitizer, Clorox wipes, things like that. We got on the phone with our distributors and said, can anybody find face masks for us? So we just went crazy buying up all this stuff and working with our vendors. We have been averaging between 4,000 to 5,000 meals a day, Monday through Friday, since March 18th. And so we have served over 350,000 meals to date. And we also have been doing over 46,500 miles traveled on our buses. We deliver, I believe, to over 900 different families, over 900 different stops, and we have over 30 bus routes going every single day. So 15 at one school, 15 at another school. We have 5 schools, and we combined all of our 5 schools' kitchens into 2 kitchens. And so we've really got double the staff, and they come in at 5 o'clock in the morning and they make the hot item for that day. After they get the buses loaded, they make the sandwich for the next day. So each kitchen is making typically between 2,000 to 2,500 hot items in the morning and 2,000 to 2,500 cold sandwiches in the afternoon. That is a lot of cooking, assembling, wrapping, packaging, and then putting into the coolers and counting. It's been a lot of work, and there were times when we were working 12 hours a day, struggling to get bread, struggling to get meat, and struggling to get produce and vegetables and things like that. We started out thinking we were going to serve X number of kids, and it just grew exponentially, and we weren't getting enough food in, so we were trying to fill in the gaps, and so there were a lot of sleepless nights, and we still have days when you know they're out of something and the packaging doesn't come in or the manager doesn't order correctly, and we're struggling to keep it going because the parents are expecting it, and we always do whatever it takes to get the job done, but we've had to be very, very creative at times. We normally hire students during the year, and they work with us in our lunch program, our supper program. We were not able to use all of them, but we used a significant number of them. But the other thing that was really fantastic is we had all these parapros and teachers and people come out of the woodwork because we knew we were going to need extra staff, loading the buses, mass producing all these meals, and I was really worried that we weren't not going to have enough help. But I had 75 people volunteered to help, and the actual day we started feeding, I had people just show up and say, I'm here to help, what can I do? And that was really a tremendous feeling. A, I was exhausted from what we were doing, but B, knowing that these kids were getting these healthy, nutritious meals and that they had comfort and that the parents didn't have to worry about getting to the grocery store, and that I knew these kids were fed and fed very, very well. I think some of the positive things that I've seen come out of this COVID experience, pandemic, is that we've had a lot more respect from the other departments, and it's developed a real sense of camaraderie and teamwork. Another really positive part of this program has been when we have sent all these fresh fruits and fresh vegetables home to the parents. I've gotten calls from the parents and they've said, I got all this cauliflower and I got all this broccoli and I didn't know what to do with it, so I baked it and the kids ate it and they loved it. As we started witnessing that what a great opportunity this was to do some nutrition education with the parents, we decided that we were sending home some of these vegetable items that they didn't know what they were. So we started developing handouts to go home with what should you do with jicama, what can you do with garbanzo beans. We also sent some information home on just proper hand washing procedures, and also what to do with the food when you receive it. What should you refrigerate, what can be left out. So just how to load and pack your refrigerator. So we're doing some serve safe instructions with them, which I think will be great just educational opportunities that we would have never had before. And I think it's also been a positive thing in the community that they have shown a real sense of appreciation for the school district. This program is so valuable to the community, and if you're trying to develop some good community relationships, which is something very difficult in a very rural community to develop, to get the parents involved, to get the parents to appreciate what you do, to get the parents to have a connection with the school system. It gives us an opportunity to reach out and get to know the parents and the people on the buses, the paras, the teachers are developing these relationships with parents that we've never been able to develop. And it gives them a real sense of pride that this school district cares enough about them to provide meals for their students and their children. And I think it brings together a connection there that we've been unable to get in the past.